Astral projection and lucid dreaming can make you become enlightened. Yeah, you'll think I'm crazy, but I'm actually not. A lot of spiritual people think astral projection and lucid dreaming is a trapping, a distraction on your spiritual path. You should look beyond it. You should ignore these astral experiences and go beyond it, go past it. Astral projection and lucid dreaming is actually a form of yoga practiced in India and Tibet for thousands of years. It is a very powerful form of yoga, and actually the one they feel that has the shortest route to enlightenment. If you practice astral projection and lucid dreaming, you will become enlightened faster than most other people. That is a very, very interesting point. Let's talk about astral projection and lucid dreaming as a form of yoga practiced for thousands of years. More than 1,000 years ago, an Indian mystic formalized a form of yoga taught to him by his master, Naropa. This man's name was Naropa. And he also taught this to his student, Mapa, which took it then to Tibet, where it is still practiced today. This form of yoga is called the 6 Yogas of Naropa. The first part of this yoga is called the Yoga of the Inner Fire, which is the core of the technique. Then you get the Yoga of the Illusory Body and the Yoga of Clear Light. Those two are the main practices with which you can become enlightened. The following 3 yogas are very interesting. They are used when you don't reach enlightenment in time before death. You can decide to go back to a physical body, to carry on with your practice without forgetting. So not going through the normal reincarnation process, or stay in the higher spheres until a better time to decide to carry on with your enlightenment process. Those yogas are called the yoga of transference of consciousness to a higher sphere, the yoga of transference of consciousness to another body, and the yoga of the Bardo. The main practice is a breathing technique called Tumor, which is part of the yoga of the inner fire. There's a lot of videos on YouTube about it. A lot of people practice Tumor or vase breathing, but they stop there. Now, the aim of Tumor is to create that non-dual wisdom state, which is a form of pleasure state that you can transfer to your non-physical self. So the aim would be to get to that state, that non-dual wisdom state, and then practice the inner fire in your dream state and your astral state. Now, I don't want to talk about the Tumor section or the Tumor part. There's so many videos on YouTube about it. I want to talk a bit about the yoga of the illusory body and the yoga of clear light. According to Buddhist tantric tradition, there are 3 bodies available to a person. The first one is the physical body, which is called Nirmanakaya, or this real body we have. Then you get the energy body, which probably consists of all the different types of energy bodies, which is called Shambhogakaya. And then you have your last one, which is Dharmakaya. It's the truth body. It's that realized Buddha body, that God consciousness. That is the last step of the process. The method is to basically become aware that life is an illusion and that life is a dream. The same that you become aware that the dream is real, similar to the real world, but also an illusion. So the steps here is to start using lucid dreaming as a technique, or astral projection as a technique, to become conscious with the Shambhogakaya, where you then start to solidify it. and then bring that realization back to the physical plane. You blend the two. You blend Shambhoga and Nirmanakaya, which is called blending of the kayas. In your waking state, you will then have that realization that life or reality is an illusion. It's illusory. And that your dreams are also illusory. Everything is an illusion. Everything is as real as you make it. And when you have that form of consciousness, you can go on to the next stage of this yoga, which is the yoga of clear light. With yoga of the clear light, the practitioner then tries to, with that consciousness that everything is illusory, that nothing is real, and after it's solidified, then when you are proficient with astral projection and lucid dreaming, is to bring that yoga of the inner fire technique, the Tumor, into your dream state and sleep state. So you'll be practicing Tumor in your waking state and the visualizations of Tumor, and you'll also practice it in your dream state and in the form of astral projection experiences and lucid dreaming in your sleep state. That is the yoga of the clear light. It is a very powerful form of yoga and seen by many as the fastest way towards enlightenment. So very interesting. I thought I had to talk about this, as I talk a lot about astral projection and lucid dreaming. I just want to say, I really try to simplify this yoga. I just talked about some of the main points. There are many levels to it. The visualizations, some of the breathing techniques, all of that, how to shift your consciousness. It is not as easy as it sounds. I apologize to people who practice this form of yoga. Maybe I made it sound cheap and easy. It's not. It's not an easy form of yoga. It's a hard form of yoga. And it's maybe a dangerous form of yoga because it is very fast, not as slow as some of the others. It is a form of Kundalini yoga, or a yoga that aims to awaken the Kundalini. It is extremely powerful. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I would like to teach people this also in future. I have been initiated in it long ago, and I would like to share my experiences with you guys if you want. Until we meet again, keep well, bye-bye, and remember, always keep an open mind.